Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/audible.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Making It, Season 2, just finished watching. Actually, I didn't just finish watching. I've rewatched this series already probably 2 or 3 times. It's on Hulu. If you're a fan of Parks and Recreation, then this would be a no-brainer. It's a competition show. Like so many competition shows out there. This one is crafters or makers, so different artists and people that kind of have different backgrounds have a competition where they make they have different projects that they make. And I love it. I'm not a big crafts person necessarily. Like, I enjoy painting and I enjoy, Photoshop. I enjoy creating podcasts. Those are the kind of creative outlets I have. But I do enjoy these creative competition shows. But this one is a bit different. This one, from the first episode, it sets the tone of cooperation and friendliness and kindness over competitiveness. Which immediately, there's a scene where there's one of the crafters has this like elaborate idea to make a wall decoration using these painted clothespins, and she's running out of time, and clock is ticking down, and she's so far behind, and every single person stopped what they're doing and went to help out. I think they probably finished their projects early, but towards the end, every single person was helping her out, and I was just like in tears, crying. This was like, especially how humanity is right now. I mean, seeing everybody continue to protest for change, that warms my heart. That makes me cry. But watching something like this, where it's just like so many of these competition shows, it's just like backstabby, high school drama kind of stuff. And this one, it was just from the get-go, it was just nothing but love, and like even thinking about it puts a little frog in my throat. But yeah, from that first episode to the last episode, I had tears of joy throughout this. And Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman, by far the greatest hosts for any show. I love both of them so much. It's like it really brings that kind of joy that just oozes out of Parks and Rec, and kind of brings that to a different show, kind of completely different show, because it's not scripted. It's just competition. I loved all the characters. I also love that when people get eliminated, they start to form this band with Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler. So towards the end of the season, like, this band has, all of the people that have lost, and it's just this giant group of people. Just it makes it feel like these people aren't losing. It's just they're moving on they get to join the band now. But I agree with like all the decisions for the most part. I agreed with the judges' decisions up until a couple of them. But it's a fun show to watch. They do like a quick competition at the beginning of the episode, and then they do kind of more of an elaborate competition. Towards the end of the season, they do a thing where they hack shed hacks, where they basically turn it. I mean, there's some beautiful things that they do with these sheds. Like, one of them, this woman makes like this casita kind of just Cuban kind of style, has it just like a beautiful, like the most relaxing kind of situation, just like little rocking chairs, and just very, like, she makes these tiles that look amazing, and the floor, just like so much of it. I just blew out a whole wall and just had curtains there, just opened it up, just really made me wish I had a shed that I could do that to. And then another woman who was doing one of the sheds, just the most beautiful, like, this floor piece where it was a cutout in the floor, right? A giant portion of the floor missing in the center of the floor of the shed. Replaced it with flowers, like just kind of laid out the flowers into like this abstract kind of design, and then put a giant piece of plexiglass over the top, so it looked gorgeous. And then she had like these portholes that you can look out, and the portholes were attached to what are those called? Like periscopes. So like one of them, you looked and it would show you the view, like to the left of the shed. There was one that just pointed straight up, so you could just see the sky floating over, and then another one that was just more of a typical kind of up and out, so you can just kind of get a cool look above everything. Just amazing ideas, some amazing artists in this show. It's just from the creativity, it was amazing. The projects that they do are amazing. All the people that are involved are just amazing people. From start to finish, I love the show. I don't know if I would agree with the person that won the whole show, but by that time, I didn't really care. Like it was nothing but love on the show, and they were all so supportive of each other. And it was just, it's really cool to see people be creative, or just how differently they can be creative trying to do the same type of a project. It was just a lot of fun. Made me like want to do more kind of DIY crafting type of things, especially now that the economy's in the shitter. Just to help save money or make money, maybe find something I enjoy making and trying to sell them on Etsy would be a fun thing. Etsy was also one of the judges is like a creative director for Etsy, and she kind of she mentioned a few times like what people are searching for in Etsy, or like how certain things would trend on Etsy, and it had brought like a different perspective to what they were doing. I mean, obviously, it seemed like Etsy at points was like a sponsor, like to an extent, because they were brought up constantly. But yeah, just overall, really fun competition. I'm trying to think of other things. There was one where they did cakes, and like two of the cakes ended up being pretty similar, where it's like the kind of the optical illusion effect. One was a honeycomb kind of whatever those things are, where it looks like a beehive at the end of a stick, and you dip it in honey, and like that one was one where, and there was like honey splashing on top of the cake. I thought that one was the best one. Not actually, it wouldn't have been. There was another cake where it was the buckets, and like there's little sea creatures in the buckets, and the buckets are kind of pouring out water. That one was probably my favorite. But out of the two that used the kind of the optical illusion of, one is the honey, the other one was the cereal bowl. The cereal bowl one, it was boring. The cereal bowl itself looked amazing, like it looked like an actual bowl. But other than that, like, it wasn't nearly as dynamic as the other one was. But that's neither here nor there. It was still a great show, and I've literally put this show on multiple times just because even though I know who wins and this and that, it's still really fun to see the projects again, to see the different things. And it's cool because like off stage, like there's a lot of people that kind of help them out. Like especially on the hacks for the shed hacks, like they have to do a lot of construction. So there's like people on set that are there to help them kind of execute their ideas, which I thought was cool. And just how it's shot, like you get to see the kind of the ins and outs of the show, and just felt like it was just really fun to watch. Like at no point was it like ever just like a nasty attitude in anything. And as hosts, Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler, they do good to try and help them sell their ideas to the judges, because sometimes it's hard to, as an artist, it's hard to explain something because all you think about is the logistics of getting the thing made and where you fell short on things that you weren't able to execute on. You're not really thinking story-wise, like what's the story of this piece that I can tell this person that's going to make it stand out more. And Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman kind of helped flesh out those stories a bit more. But it's just awesome show. Highly recommend it. Hopefully there's another season. I need to track down season 1 and watch that one because I just love the show. Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler should host everything. I think they're the perfect kind of, with their improv and their acting, they're just really lighthearted and funny and really similar. I was surprised how much Nick Offerman was like his character in the show, as far as his crafting abilities and his woodworking. So I don't know. It was a great show. So check it out. Making It season 2 on Hulu. Be sure to check out our sponsors, Station House Coffee on Instagram and stationhousecoffee.com, and order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, and shipped directly to you. Order now, support small business, and get yourself some amazing premium coffee delivered directly to you. Go to stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. Also, get 2 free audiobooks. Go through the link inspireddisorder.com/audible. Sign up. You get 2 free audiobooks plus 1 book a month if you continue your membership. Plus, Audible comes with many originals, guided wellness programs, news, and much, much more. Go sign up now for 2 free audiobooks by using my link inspireddisorder.com/audible, AUDIBLE. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow at Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!